Hello. Hi. Definitely my first YouTube video, and I'm definitely going to be going over my top 10 photos of 2022. I'm actually having the hardest time. I have a group of photos. I've been trying to make a list now for maybe 2 weeks. It's been like a full 16 days now, and I just am having the hardest time. And this is also my fifth take because I keep changing up the list every single time. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just do the top 10 and then I'm gonna make an honorable mention list for sure. Alright, bet. Honorable mention. The photos that didn't make the list, but the photos that I really liked a lot. This photo of my homie Lynn. I love this photo. This was another photo that I took on the RB. RIP. Camera just wasn't for me. I'll make a video about it later. But yeah. Shout out to Lynn. This photo of Karan. Basically, the concept of this was for it to resemble an old school Japanese soldier. Executed very well. Yeah, I haven't posted these yet, so can't really say too much about it, but all dogs go to heaven. So my boy Ty, who owns Crude, he came out with this look. So we somehow got plugged in, found somebody that owned 2 pit bulls, which was more than enough. Ty gave him a mask and a shirt. We just shot these photos in front of bros housing complex, and they went crazy. My only regret is that I didn't shoot this with Portra. I shot this with Kodak Gold because Kodak Gold had just came out and I was super excited, and that was probably the worst decision I could have made. I should have just shot this with Portra, bro. The photos would have came out so much better, but the black and white ones are still really good. And this photo of my homie Max Kenneth. I just love this photo. I think the energy in this photo definitely shows. The fit was hard, and just the emotion in this photo. This is kind of like a whole lot of red. I wouldn't say rage, but turn up photo, I guess you could say. And I just love the way it looks. Oh, and this photo is SETI B. This photo kind of just speaks for itself. This was the one that I was really having troubles with putting in the list. I've said that I think about every other photo that is on the honorable mention. It's just a really good photo with the phone in the background, homies around them. It's set everything about this photo just goes. Definitely one of the better photos I took this year. So for photo number 10, definitely this photo of my homie Jew and my boy Tags brand, Deviar. And this was one of the photos that we used for, at least one of the photos that I used for the lookbook. I'm pretty sure Tag posted this on the company's Instagram as well. But it's this photo of Jew laying down in the grass with the hoodie on in Tag's backyard. I just think that the photo, before I even say anything, it kind of speaks for itself. And there's just multiple things about this photo that I love. First off is we shot this in Tag's backyard. We didn't go to some special park or some random garden. We shot this right in Tag's backyard in the middle of the summer. This was one of the hoodies we shot with. We did this whole shoot in the backyard. And this photo is one of my favorites because you see one of the main designs of the hoodie. Well, really 3 of the main designs of the hoodie. You have the words on the back. I think there's something on the front as well. You have the Deviar Dummy logo on the hoodie. And then you have the custom sleeves of the hoodie. Yeah, this photo, I just really like this photo. Yeah, I think it definitely earns a spot on the top 10 list. For number 9, this photo of my homies Ty and Rob from my boy Ty's brand Crude. Good thing his face is covered. So I shot this photo actually the beginning of last year. We were at this spot. I'm not gonna say where. It was definitely in the city though. This train was passing by and they were kind of just standing there getting ready. I'm pretty sure I could show you guys another photo because I'm pretty sure I have another photo, an action shot of them just getting ready. I'm not sure if the train was or wasn't passing by, but Ty just had his hoodie zipped all the way up for some reason. And Rob was just standing there. And I just told him, stay still. And then I think I told Ty, curve his body in a little bit. And he already had his arms crossed. And I just started snapping photos. And I positioned myself a little different because I saw this photo before I took it. And then I took it, and this is just what came out of it. This photo definitely, set the tone for, how I wanted the rest of my work, the rest of my fashion work to really look for the rest of the year. So this one definitely deserves a spot in the top 10 for sure. For number 8, I have this photo of Chief Keef. First and foremost, blessed and honored to have the privilege to even be able to shoot Chief Keef. If you know who this is, you know who this is. If you don't, this is one of the greatest rappers, at least of my generation. I had the chance to shoot him because I got the opportunity through one of my homies to shoot at the Roots Picnic, which is a festival in Philadelphia. I got this one photo of him right here Now this photo is heavily edited. It doesn't look like this. I'm gonna put the other versions of the photo on the video so you guys kind of see my process and see how I did this. But I feel like it needed to be edited after this, after I converted it to black and white, because him just by himself like this, it just stands out. It just looks really cool to me. I honestly love the way this photo looks. I'm glad I got the opportunity to even take photos of him. I know he did something like later in the year in New York for Spotify, but it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same. I'm glad I got this opportunity at Roots Picnic to do this, and I actually had the chance to shoot his full set. So the only person that was able to shoot his full set was Colorful Moolah. That's usually the guy he has with him. That's like kind of like his creative director. He does all of his videos, well, most of his vlogs, takes most of his photos. He's kind of like that guy for him. But he was on the stage with him. One of the guards that was holding all the photographers back. I don't know if you've shot at festivals, you know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't, you don't. So after a certain amount of time, I think after like 3 or 4 songs, they take people out of the photographer's pit and people start shooting with different cameras and different lenses, or they try to get the best photos they can with whatever they have with them. So one of the security guards was like, yo, take these pictures of him for me because you're better at taking pictures. So he let me take his iPhone, go past the gate, and I took photos of him real quick and I brought it back to him and I was like, yo, bro, let me just finish taking photos of him for the rest of the set. And he was like, all right, go ahead. And he basically gave me the green light. So I have a ton of more photos. I'm probably gonna put them up here and share. I haven't posted them all yet, but I have like over like 2,000 raw files alone of his performance, which was more than deserving for him, because if you know, you know, like this is Chief Keef, bro. Like I'm not wasting this opportunity. For number 7, I have, do I wanna make that photo number 7, bro? Number 7 is like the outlier number. I can't redo this list. I can't redo this list. I'll just do an honorable mention, bro. Whatever. For number 7, I have this photo of my homie Sayla that I really, really, really like a lot. Yeah, we just went crazy. She doesn't really need much direction. She's actually a really good model. If you're watching this, Sayla, hello. Thank you so much for being such a good model. She was sitting on the chair, obviously, and she did that randomly as a joke. And I was like, no, wait, do this again. And she did it again, and I kind of just positioned myself different, and I ended up getting this photo. And this is definitely one of my favorite photos I've taken in a year. Just the mood of it, just the way the frame looks in general, the highlights, especially in black and white. She has darker skin, she's wearing a black bodysuit and black socks, so the highlights are just gonna pop out way more. The fact that it was a wooden floor, the backdrop being there and being even. I think the end of the backdrop shadow kind of came into the frame at the end, but I didn't really care. I just like this photo a lot. Like I like this photo a ton. I definitely think it's deserving of being a top 10 photo for me for 2022. For number 6, I have this frame of this artist named Nova Kemi, who I don't really know that well. This is actually my first time meeting him, but my boy Jaden, he DJs. He has a clothing brand named Vengeance that he was trying to rebrand. He had made some tees and some hoodies, and he was like, yo, any photographers that want to come slide through, you know, come take photos for us. He was one of the first people there, so I was able to shoot him first. As we were doing the shoot, like my mind's just going, and I was just thinking things to do, and I just told him to do the pose that he's doing now. And I told him to take some with his eyes closed that I thought were really, really cool. And then I just told him just to open his eyes and do the same thing and kind of just look down a little bit. Once I saw that, I just told him to hold it. And I kind of took a couple photos at a couple different angles, and this one was definitely the best one. I don't know what it is about this photo. I'm lying, I definitely do. The way I had him position his head and the way I had him look at the camera definitely made the photo, along with the hand gestures, and then of course what's in the middle of the T, which is the logo of the brand. I think all those 3 things combined, and then you have the extras like his piercings, and then the one dreads falling down, and then the hat looks really cool, and then the color scheme. Like this is definitely a top 10 photo of the year for me, like 100%. And yeah, shout out bro. I don't really know him like that. He hosts parties, but if you ever happen to see this, bro, shout out to you. Thank you. For number 5, I have my boy Karan. I'm surprised I didn't put him in this top 10 list more because we have so many good shoots this year, but this photo was definitely deserving. So this is another one of the photos that was in the Devyar lookbook. Shout out Tag again. So for this photo, for the lookbook, he was making hoodies that had multiple sleeves. I'll post photos of the hoodies here. So they had either 4 sleeves or 6 sleeves. So for some odd reason, in my random mind, like I'm just trying to brainstorm ideas to do with the hoodies, and one of the ideas that I had, like I was washing dishes, one of the plates was covering the sink drain. So the thing that we used to wash the plates was just floating in water, and me seeing it float in water just made me think, like, I don't know what it was, but something just made me think like the sleeves would float in water. And I was like, we need to shoot in the pool. So I know one person with a pool. Her name is Brooke. Shout out Brooke. If you're watching this, thank you so much again. I might have thanked her to the point of annoyance. She said it was good for us to use the pool. So we went there. My strobe was malfunctioning, but I had my on-camera flash, and that was really all I needed. Once we did the black hoodies and we got the photos for the black hoodies down, my confidence was through the roof, and I knew I would kill it for this 6-sleeve hoodie. So we took some photos outside first, obviously because he's dry, and like once he gets in the pool, like he's in the pool, it's over with. I don't know, like my mind was just going, bro. Like I just had so many different ideas, and I like as soon as he got in the pool, I just told him to just lean against the pool. I kind of fixed up the sleeves a little bit, not too much. They were already floating, but of course I fixed them out so people could see all 6 sleeves on the hoodie, and he was just chilling in the pool. And I just took this photo from a couple different angles, and this was the one. Like this photo here, I just love this photo. Like he's literally relaxing in the pool. You can see his bathing suit, you can see he's barefoot, but you can see all 6 sleeves of the hoodie, and you know he only has one hoodie on. Like this to me is perfect, like streetwear fashion, like lookbook, advertisable but marketable photo. Like this photo was just it to me. Like when I finished editing this photo, ever since the summertime, I've just geeked over this photo. Yeah, I don't know, I just love this photo. Definitely worth the top 5 position. Shout out to Karan. We have way too many shoots under our belt for us to ever fail ever again. Like this was just perfect. But anyways, on to number 4. I have this picture of G Herbo that I took at the same festival. Jordan, if you're watching this, thank you so much. So G Herbo was performing. I guess G Herbo likes to perform in Philly. I don't know, because he was really excited from the jump. Same with Chief Keef. Like I'm not sure like what it is about Philly and Philly crowds, but these artists just were so excited to be out here. I guess because they get a lot of love. There was like a stage, and then of course there's like a crowd and like a seating section. But there was like kind of like a small platform that artists had the capability of like walking across. G Herbo kind of like came off the stage and was like walking across it. And then he ends up stopping like right in front of where I was. And I literally end up like right in front of the man, which is how I got this photo. I'm literally maybe a step away from him, and his security's like around, but they're not blocking me off because I'm one of the photographers. Like I'm not gonna hurt him. They know that. They're more so focused on the whole crowd in front of us. And I think I'm Rolling was playing too. I was just capturing him in the moment, and this is one of the photos that I got. I personally in my life have never seen a better photo of G Herbo. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I might sound a little cocky, but like, come on, bro. Like, you can look through that man's whole Instagram. You can look up his name on Google. You're not gonna see a better performance picture of G Herbo than this one. Point blank, period, bro. I don't care where you go. This is one of the best photos I've ever taken of any rapper in my entire life. This photo is important for many reasons. It's a really good photo of him, something really important to him, and this is a hard photo. Like I've never seen a better photo of G Herbo. And then this is one of the few wide frames that I have of the year, let alone that I really even like. I don't really shoot wide very often, which is something that I plan on practicing more in 2023 because I need to do it more often. Like I'm not even gonna lie, this photo right here is just really good. Like I enjoy this photo a little too much. Alright, but anyways, moving on. Number 3. This photo of the rapper Gunu, RIP. So going back to my homies that I've mentioned previously, Ty and Tag, shout out to the both of y'all. They both own brands. They did a collab, and my boy Ty was just tapped in with Gunu somehow, some way. I was blessed with the opportunity to be able to shoot the campaign for the collab, which was hoodies, shirts, and pants. This photo right here kind of sticks out to me the most because I think this photo kind of showed like his energy and just like his confidence like throughout the entire day. Just full of energy and not even really cocky, just really confident like in himself. And this photo was taken March 16th. I think we finished this shoot at like 4 p.m. and he passed away 48 hours later. Definitely not even just because, well, like kind of, yeah, it's a little bit more sentimental because he passed away and this was his last shoot. But I think this photo right here definitely was one of the photos that stuck out to me. Like just him looking at himself in the car mirror, the camera being right there. You see the bust down rollie, the bust down chain. Like this was just a really good photo. I like this photo a lot. And yeah, RIP Gunu. For number 2, I have this self-portrait of me at my grandfather's funeral. So just to make a long story short, me and my grandfather were basically the same person. That was like my best friend. His first name is my middle name. Our birthdays are 2 days apart. Like, man, we would move the same. We would act the same. My grandfather was 80 years old, lived a really, really long life. His birthday's actually coming up soon, and definitely had the biggest impact out of anybody or anything I could think of in my entire life. Yeah, this one was a rough one. I think I handled it pretty well. Yeah, losing him was kind of hard. I mean, it was gonna happen one day. Definitely a big loss. Really sad day turned beautiful. I think this photo right here makes me smile. It doesn't really make me sad. Definitely my second favorite photo of 2022. And for number 1, kind of funny because this is the same exact person that I had up here for number 10, for the same exact thing that I had up here for number 10 as well. But my homie Jew and my homie Tag again, hoodie collection lookbook that we did over the summer. So not to be the dead horse, but we shot hoodies over the summer from our boy Tag's brand. We did 5 different looks. I don't think I said that one time throughout the video. This was actually the first one we ever did. So one thing I love about working with Tag, same thing kind of like with the pool concept. If I say like, yo, we gotta try this, or like, yo, we have to like, yo, let's try this, like this will work. Even though if we know it might not work, and even if Tag don't really understand all the way, like he'll be like, all right, bro, let's do it. And this was one of those things. In the middle of us shooting this, I kind of thought that the photos were trash. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, nah, we didn't really do it all the way right. You know, I wasn't really panicking because there was so much more to shoot left. When we first shot this, I was kind of like, nah, bro, I don't know. But when I edited the photos, I was like, no, I'm bugging. These photos are dumb hard. And this photo right here has been my favorite photo of the year since. Just so many different things about it. I think again, like I was kind of pushing the envelope in terms of like my fashion work and you know how far I could push the boundaries and like what can I make look cool and pleasing and marketable. She had on 3 hoodies. When we had the hoodie stacked on top of her regular, it looked dumb. I was like kind of panicking. I'm not gonna lie, man. I was kind of panicking like, okay, this doesn't really look like what I thought it would. And then when I had her spinning in circles, I knew that the look I was going for was there. I just had to edit it correctly. Like her positioning, the motion blur, how the background looks, how you can see the Devyar logo on all 3 of the hoodies, the hoodie colors, and the way she put the hoodies on, it all matches. It's all perfect. The pink pants that she wore to the shoot, like, bro, this photo is perfect, bro. This is definitely my favorite number 1 photo of the year. I'm not gonna lie. I love this photo. This was definitely the first photo in the set on Instagram. Definitely one of the photos on my website. One of the top photos on my website. This photo, bro, like, I love this photo. I'm not gonna lie. I love this photo. Like, this photo looks so good. It makes me so happy. I just love this photo. And yeah, that's it. Wow, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. If you actually watched this whole video, thank you so much. Definitely my best year of photography so far, and hopefully I have photos to challenge this year's photos in the next year, which we're already in, but I couldn't make this video because I had the flu. Seriously though, thank you if you watched this whole video. I hope you enjoy it, and there'll definitely be more videos in the future. Have a good morning, day, night, whatever time you're watching this at, and thank you.